Hey guys, today I want to do a tutorial to show you guys how to mimic a professional film technique known as the dolly zoom. So this is an example of a dolly zoom. Uh, I've done one and then another, and I'll show you guys what I mean, but first let me explain what a dolly zoom is. Um, you start by panning either into the subject or away from them. And while panning, you zoom the opposite. So if you're panning in, you zoom out. And if you're panning out, you zoom in. So the first clip that I'm going to show you is panning in and zooming out. And the second one is panning out while zooming in. And I put a little music to it for dramatic effect, so check it out. So immediately you might notice that it's kind of an optical illusion. As you can see, the background appears to be moving towards me here and away from me here, but I'm standing still in both shots. I'm only moving the camera and then going in later and adding the zoom effect. So here, let me walk you through it. Open up the media, select camera, choose my file. I'm going to go ahead and mute it right now because it's not important, but this is what I wanted to show you guys. I actually fixed my phone onto a broom handle and used that to pan, which normally they use a dolly. They actually mount the camera on this big mechanism with wheels so they can pull it out and push it in without having any shakiness going on. So because I'm using a broom handle, this is a little bit shaky, but I was making do with what I had. I could most likely do a much better job with my tripod, but I forgot to pack it. So this is just a series of in and outs. So as you can see, I'm definitely standing still. So we're going to start with right here. We're going to start with out, panning in. So you want to catch it right at the beginning of the zoom. And then trim to the left. And then when you get all the way up close, trim it again at the end of the zoom. Bonus points if you can get a clear image. It's clear enough for me. So I'm going to go ahead and trim to right of playhead. Alright. So this is what we got now. Just a slow zoom, close up. So now here's where the magic happens. Select, move to the end of the clip. See where my face is at here. I'm going to go ahead and select this option and capture frame and add as layer. So we want to go ahead and just make that pretty much as small as possible and then zoom that out to fit the screen. And then drop the opacity down to about 61 or so. So now what this is doing is it's going to show you this is where you want to keep your face during the whole cropping process. Alright, so we move that over to the beginning. And then select the crop feature and move it to the start position if it's not there already. And line up the subject as best you can. Try to be proportionate. Chances are, unless you're very good at what you do, you're not going to get it entirely lined up because, you know, if your face moves just a little bit, it's not going to line up. But proportionately, you want it to be about the same. And then select your layer and turn that off. And then there you have it. And the background appears to be overtowering the subject, where at first you were at the same level with it. Now it's much larger than the subject. Can be used to imply, I guess, feelings of being small and surrounded by, you know, things in your life that make you feel about as big as an ant. If you want to have the opposite effect and make it feel like the world is closing in around you, you do it the opposite way and it appears to come in towards you. So we'll go ahead and add that again and I'll show you the opposite. Start up close, the beginning of the pan, trim to the left, and let him pan all the way out there. Stop it at the edge of the pan, that way it appears to not, it doesn't have that stop at the end and then continue to zoom while the pan is stopped. It's a personal preference. So here we're going to capture frame and add his layer, shorten it, stretch it out to fit the screen, turn down the alpha layer to 60, and then we're going to move this to the end. Select it. And then crop it to fit. Go to the end position and crop it to fit. See, that's pretty close right there. And select your extra layer, turn the opacity down, make it invisible. And here we have the world closing in on the subject. Hey! Forgot to mute it. There was a reason I did that. My son was getting into stuff. So yeah. It's the world that you feel like it's closing in on you and making you feel like you can't breathe, or is it making you feel about an inch tall? So yeah, guys, that's how you do a dolly zoom. I would recommend investing in some type of equipment that would allow you to move your camera in and out while you pan, or left and right, even if it's something makeshift that you make yourself. If I was at home and doing this, I probably would have done it differently, but not everybody has things at their disposal like I do. So I used a broom and a fork to clip my phone onto the broom That's all I needed to do the pan. I mean, it's a little bit shaky, but you get the idea, and the effect is effectively displayed. I think I remember seeing these things. So, alright, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed.